What's up, big babies? It is the finale of Big Ed and Liz. It's the finale of the tell-all, it's the finale of the series. Hopefully it's the finale of anyone having to deal with them, but we're not so lucky. So this is the final part 3 and part 4 where they either resolve or end things. There's only one or two options because these two never go steady. Going steady for them is like akin to the Titanic. There is going to be an iceberg very soon. I don't know what you think is gonna happen. Guess down below if you haven't already, but I'm pretty sure if anybody's watching this and you've been watching the channel, after this video, I believe you would have a master's in Big Edology. We've sat through 3-4 seasons, just say 5. I mean, if you've watched the series, you probably know what's gonna happen. But if you don't, I will reveal it to you at the end. It's not as shocking as you would think, but it is shocking nonetheless. These two are just not made for each other, but they drag us and everyone else into it by somehow putting themselves out onto the internet and making it our business no matter what. And then they both feel like victims when they break up with each other. I don't know. I really thought when I started the series and I saw Big Ed dating another woman, I was like, okay, one of two things is gonna happen. He's either gonna be happy finally and learn from his mistakes, or it's gonna be a clean break. Big Ed will realize there's not anybody that can date him at the place that he's in until he gets to a place where he's like, oh, yeah, no, I need to be a better person. Neither of that happened. Somehow, he found a girl who's like, I'm willing to take you as you are, but I'm gonna hate you through the process, and I'm going to make everyone else feel shitty. So now, everybody just feels like they're drained. Big Ed and Liz suck the life out of people, not in a good way, and we just sit here and take it like we're in a codependent relationship. Bitch, we're not. Anyway, like I said, part 3 and 4 today. Thank you so much if you've watched this series. This is the final, so, you know, after this, we're gonna have to find a new series. So if you haven't already, please follow me at my Instagram, sixteenleo_, and give me ideas for the next show or anything that you want me to look at, even if it's a deep dive. I'll be cleansing my soul of Big Ed after this for a while. While you're at it, do subscribe if you want to become a big baby. Almost 600,000 of us. Very cool. If I had a Big Ed incense stick, I'd burn it now. I don't know, wave my lighter up in the air. I can't believe it's the last one. I didn't think I'd get here. That's a sigh of relief, joy, and constipation. I can't believe that we're doing this. All right, let's watch part 3 and part 4.
I'm very disappointed in you, Ed. What are you doing?
Oh, yes, so as we've left off, it's the other part of the tell-all where Big Ed and Liz are fighting. As usual, Big Ed says, give me back the ring, like he's anti, I don't know, Lord of the Rings / ET. And Liz is okay with it, but not okay enough to break up, so I don't know. And of all people, Angela, the one who's been screaming, has fake teeth and too many boobs hanging out, is coming to talk to Big Ed. Hopefully, she's gonna talk some sense into this amazing man.
Angela! Oh my God!
What are you doing? Can you imagine how she feels? Would you like your dad to do your mom like that?
God damn. Okay, so we're starting off pretty strong. Damn, Angela is sunning this man already. He hasn't been sunned in a long time. Like, properly. I mean, he's probably been sunned, but not sat down and be like, would you like your dad to talk to your mom like this, to say, give me back your ring? That's actually not a bad thing to look at. Like, every guy who's weird and doesn't ever take accountability, usually you could be like, hey, if you did this, if someone did this to your mom, how would you feel? If someone did this to your sister, or someone who's like your family, how would you feel? Usually that's the way to their soul.
I love her. I want to spend the rest of my life with her, but I don't know how.
What do you...
So at this point, during the tell-all part 3 is when Big Ed finally says the words, I don't know how. He finally admits to, you know what, maybe I'm not good at relationships. Took him, how much? 56 years to finally come to terms with the fact that maybe he's not equipped to handle a relationship of this nature. I don't know exactly what he is equipped to handle, but it's not this.
Not know how to do. You know it's wrong,
I don't know
right?
how to I don't know how to be in a relationship.
Then you shouldn't be in one. Like, if you don't know how to be in a car, you don't just start driving the shit and be like, oh, I'm sorry for crashing, bro. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. If you don't know, don't do it. Or learn it, and then you do it, you know? I know there's no hard and fast rules on a relationship, but there are books. There are a lot of things that can help you get better equipped. And it's not easy in this day and age to maintain one. It never was, but it's even harder in this day and age. So equip yourself with that
Knowledge. How do I fix it?
Talk to her, compromise with her. Don't tell her all these mean things, and she may treat you better too. Like,
so, Big Ed, this is like an important, I guess, what am I? Psychologist Leo now? Important learning moment when he finally admits to the fact that he's not sure how to be in a relationship, and Angela's like, well, maybe you should leave, and instead of leaving, he says, how do I fix it? So, he wants to move forward. Great, you have the intention. After that, once people start telling you what you do, instead of fighting back, listen. Because if you're just gonna talk, then you're not taking in information. As soon as you start talking, you're not listening. That means that later on, when someone says something that makes sense, if you're just trying to defend yourself, you're not giving yourself the best opportunity to improve. So Big Ed is shooting himself in the proverbial butt cheek.
Yeah.
So when you hear...
Okay, finally. The only person Big Ed listens to is the cool, black, tall guy that Big Ed wants to be. Those are the three qualities that Big Ed wants. Cool, tall, and black. He just wishes. But yeah, Bilal will tell him actually what to do, and hopefully he'll listen.
You shouldn't have did it. I know. I made a big mistake. Don't put it back on her. Like, oh, but if she was here to support me.
Yeah, so yeah, Big Ed gets some good advice from Bilal. He also is definitely 100% in love with him. This is like the guy of his dreams. And he even says, call me. Next time I get into a fight, call me. Booty call me. Hey. Keep it under the sheets, you know. Bilal. Woo, woo. All right.
Anybody with you, man? I'm already hated. I don't care. What do we got to lose? I love you, man.
Oh, he even says, I love you. Come on, man. This dude, I never seen them talk before. He loves him. He never even said that to Liz. He just been fighting. Give me the ring back, bitch. What size finger's Bilal, huh? Oh, get another ring. Put on his finger. You ain't, you can't do the things he does. He's tall. He can mount me. Meanwhile, Liz is now drinking and talking to her lady homies, Jenny.
This is really bad.
Okay, this is bad. What do you want to do?
And the other crew, Jenny from Jenny and Summit, one of the greatest love stories ever.
She called him out on his bull.
And you deserve a lot better.
And you deserve a lot better. Okay, thanks, Jenny. She's right there. You don't need to talk like you're at a fucking drive-thru.
And you deserve a lot better.
But Liz has the thing that, like, initially when I started watching the series, I was like, oh man, I don't know why you're doing this to yourself. And now, you know, we're a year in maybe. I don't know how long it's been since the series started. And I still ask myself the same question, but now I have a few more answers as to the way she deals with things. She lets stuff happen, and then she talks to her friends, and then they tell her what to do, and she doesn't listen. And then she comes back to them when she doesn't listen, and the same thing happens. So she's effectively just putting herself in a loop and expecting someone else to get her out of it, which is not gonna happen. And it's just as unhealthy as Big Ed. It's like enabling his behavior and letting him know that, yeah, every time you break up with me, ask for your ring back, do this, that, it's okay. I'll keep coming back to you. Because as long as he knows that she's gonna come back, he'll never feel like there's any ounce of like uncertainty. He'll be like, well, I could do anything I want. She'll be back. As soon as she takes matters into her own hands, breaks the loop, maybe Big Ed will be like, oh my god, I could stand to lose her, and this would be a very catastrophic thing unless I change. That might do something. Or if she changes, one of them needs to do something. They can't just keep going around in a loop. This is like two NASCAR drivers just following each other, and nobody's winning. Someone needs to win.
When I'm like talking to my coworkers and my family, and they're like, but why are you with him? I'm like, there's a side to him that you don't see, you don't know.
I don't even think anybody's seen the side of him. Like, if I've seen the good stuff of Big Ed, if I've seen, oh yeah, man, this is Big Ed, this is the good stuff, then I'd be like, oh, that's why you're staying with him. I can say, truly, on the show, I haven't seen many redeemable qualities. I know he likes his dog, but if he didn't, that would be weird. I know he likes architecture, but I guess that's it. In the whole time that I've seen him, it's been more awkward, more horrible stuff, more problems than anything, and I haven't seen any redeeming qualities. So if I could see one, maybe I'd side with you, but I can't. What do you, it's not his dick, isn't it? It's just, she said it was small. I don't know what she sees in him. Is it because he cut his hair? He used to have long hair and he cut, and then you're like, well, you've changed. I don't think that's it.
I'm gone. If I hear scuff up here, it better be y'all beating Big Ed's ass.
That's very good. Thank you, Angela. That's assault, but all right. God, she's got like teeth that look like that you'd see when you enter like, what do you call them? Playground, Ferris wheel, fair? It looks like Astroworld album cover if Angela was on it. Tell all day 2. There was only 2 days before parts.
So I don't know. I'm not giving the ring back yet. I don't know if I ever will. Yeah, it's...
You know this is not how it works, man. You know this is not how, you can't refund the shit. This is not like a store. Does he know that? Oh, give me my ring back. I'm sorry, what'd you say? Give me my ring back. Oh, you can have it back. You got a nice ass. Have it back. Hey, give me my ring back. Why you call me stupid? Oh, you can have it back. You said my hair is... Give me my ring back. This is not like, you know, your local Walmart or something where you can just refund things and they're like, sorry, sir, we'll do better next time. It's actually a human being with feelings. And the more that you keep, the more that you do this, take backsies, giving it back to her, this, that, she's gonna get confused. She's gonna get more messed up mentally. You're gonna distrust like other people. You're doing a disservice to someone who you claim to love, and that's really not cool, man.
Good morning, everybody. How you doing?
Morning.
Morning.
Hey. Hey, thanks, man. We're like one big happy family.
Are we?
Man, there was a chair between the 2 white people, and he's like, move over, Bilal.
Oh.
Ah, yeah, there's Bilal, beautiful, next to his partner and his other partner. Jenny is to the couch, like squeezed up, like, why didn't he sit in the chair? And everyone else is just sitting there, and Big Ed is just silent. He looks like a black hole.
Okay, first of all, Kimberly, it wasn't fake. I apologize for going below the belt.
Ah, so Big Ed then says to everyone, he does a group apology, like a group text. Sup, everyone, sorry y'all feel this way. Yo, please feel better about yourself. It was a horrible apology to the group, just by the way. And the girl Kimberly says something, and immediately Big Ed goes on the defensive, showing this man is incapable of receiving criticism without taking it properly. I always thought, maybe when Liz like gets angry at him, it's a bit hard because she gets super angry and some of the stuff she says is just not savory. But at the same time, this man doesn't even take the criticism, so it doesn't help that one person's angry and the other person doesn't know how to receive it. As soon as anyone goes after Big Ed, he's like, well, this is what I did. He's like a big toddler that just aged. I didn't do it like that, dude. Come on.
I'm saying I'm sorry. Kimberly, you seem to think that your doesn't stink.
Oh, no,
There we go. There's the apology that we all needed. Kimberly, you suck. And I hope that your mom doesn't even pack you lunch today. And Bilal, you're single. And also, and that other white dude, you're a pussy, bitch. Oops. Don't tell mom I said that.
Stinks.
Well,
Believe me.
why don't you own it?
I do own it.
You're so quick to judge me.
Oh, no.
So be the first one to throw the first stone.
Big Ed is so shady, he won't even look her direction. I don't know if it's hard for him to turn, but like Kimberly's there and he's here like, bitch, your shit don't stank, okay? Ha, okay? Yeah, and if I could look you in the eye right now, I'd tell you to kiss my fat black ass. Sorry, Bilal.
Man, fuck you. You big as hell, Ed. Also, your ass white as hell.
And she knew better. Instead, I was drowning and she stepped on my head.
Oh, God. My God. This is literally the opposite of what everyone was telling you to do. You asked for advice, they gave it to you, and you took it and you threw it in the trash on a Wednesday waiting for the people to take it out. Unfortunately, it's still there, so fish it back out. Get it. Get that advice. You need it, motherfucker. It's literally back to square one. It just went, it's like Big Ed's body shape. It went like this. I can't do it. I don't get it. You wanted advice. You got some advice. Own it. Don't. If people are throwing it back at you, take it, absorb it. You could do that. Think about it. Come back with a better answer. As soon as it goes like this, he's like, well, you know, I was drowning and she stepped on my head and waited for me to do so. That's not what she did. She was just angry. And also, it was your fault. The thing that they're talking about, by the way, if you haven't watched the other parts, which I advise you to do, just for context, is that Big Ed talked to his old fiance.
Ed always asking me for FaceTime. He want to video call with him to FaceTime.
And she talked to him back. She even said, yes, please come over. And nobody seems to blame Rose. Fine. Okay, sure. But Liz is completely like, you did this. And Big Ed didn't own up to it. And not only didn't he own up to it, he said that it's Liz's fault somehow for ganging up on him with everyone else. Dude, don't text your ex-fiance and then lie about it. Nobody's gonna give you sympathy. Come on, dude. That's like the equivalent of murdering someone and then being like, the jury doesn't, it keeps ganging up on me. Of course.
Can you turn around? Can I say something?
Yeah.
I'll be nice. I apologize for if you feel like I'm being mean to you.
Fake ass apology type time. I apologize if you feel a certain way, you bitch, because I ain't really ever apologizing to you.
But you have no right to come at me like that. So.
But everybody else did it, but you have a problem with me doing it?
Your little snarky marks.
Snarky marks? Never. Is that a word? Can someone verify snarky marks is a word?
Little snarky marks.
Because I'm gonna start saying that to people. Excuse me, you're being those are some snarky marks right there. Okay, you better talk a little better before I kick your ass. Okay.
It's just really.
Wait, what did you say to me?
I was lashing back.
Okay, so you can't be mad at me for lashing out at you either.
Well, you started it.
That's some good 56-year-old logic right there, buddy. Well, you started it, so I can do it. How about not? How about that? Have you learned nothing from the school that you went to 700 years ago? Did they teach you that? Good stuff, Big Ed. As soon as someone does it, you do it back because that's how you see fit. That's just not how it's supposed to be. And I know Big Ed said that in high school or when he was younger, he got bullied. Getting people back is never the way to do things. Being the bigger person, not physically, is probably the better thing to do. So
that's my problem. You can't change. I cannot change.
It's hard enough to change yourself.
Yeah, right. And I cannot accept who she is.
Okay, well, yeah, like Bilal said and like Big Ed was saying, it's an honest point. You cannot change another person. The best you can do is change yourself or appeal to their better nature. If someone doesn't want to change for you, if they're not willing to fit your circumstances, if it doesn't fit, if the puzzle piece doesn't fit, you can't fully squash it in. And I personally believe you can squash it in a little. And I think you even need to, because looking for the perfect person to fit your situation seems redundant because everybody needs to make compromises in life. However, Big Ed's compromises are like, you need to fit all of my needs and I'm not willing to change for you. That's not compromise. That's being selfish. And there is no puzzle in the world that has the pieces for that. So, sorry, man.
While we're talking on the dating app that he still continues to deny.
Okay, so Liz is back in the building. She says that she actually found the proof that Big Ed was on the dating apps. Now that she has proof, also has his fiance telling everyone that he's been texting her, and, you know, hundreds of other proof, and probably other things that he's done, including calling her a lesbian when she tried to get engaged with him. I think this is enough. I think you've got a case to not be with him, Liz. I think your case is so solid that as soon as you walk into court, they will bang the gavel and be like, case dismissed, you won. So I don't know what more you're looking for to crack the case, but you did it. You know, he's not a good guy. You proved it. Now you have to take action. The problem is that Liz will do all this and be like, see, he's been cheating on me. What should I do? That's her problem. As she's quick to say all the stuff he's done, and when everyone's like, okay, so leave, she doesn't. So I would love to give Big Ed all of the blame. I just can't anymore.
What happened last night?
So now we're back on the show. Last part, everybody's trying to get that done. And then after this, they have, for the first time in 90-day history, the cameras following them the next night or something like that. So we've still got more after the tell-all, but let's see what they say.
Liz, did you get an apology?
I got a half-assed felt apology.
Oh, I don't think so.
No. They're finally on the show. Sean is back. Woo! Go Sean, my favorite character. She's like, what happened yesterday? Always so happy to hear about people's tragic love lives. My husband divorcing me. But how about yours? I don't know. Hopefully she's not divorced. But she's happy to hear about Big Ed and Liz. And Big Ed starts off with saying, you know, I sucked yesterday. And as soon as he says that, Liz says something and he goes straight back into no. Deny, supply, cry. That's Big Ed's motives and his method of operation.
This is what I tell Michael. The sorry has to come that you really mean you're sorry, so you don't want to do it again.
Yes, that's exactly how it works. Thank you, Angela. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I know I ran him over, but I'm like so sorry about it. It won't happen again. Okay. Oh, high five. You get to go home free. Actually, here's $50. But you must be hungry. Okay, I'll see you later. That's how it works. Angela's right. If you're really sorry and it won't happen again, then you gotta believe them. No, Angela's way wrong. She's also in too deep doesn't know how to forget and move on when someone does her wrong. She's just too quick. She's too deep in with her mans, and she's wrong. She's wrong. Big Ed's not really sorry. There's no actual statistic of measure for him to be really sorry. Are you like 10%, 20%? No percentage. Big Ed's not ever gonna be as sorry as he needs to be until you leave and he loses what he loves the most, because then he'll finally realize, as the saying goes, you never know what you got till it leaves you and has a nice ass and you see it walk away.
I did that, Angela. Yesterday was the worst day of my life.
No, it wasn't. You've had plenty of worse days.
Okay.
You've had plenty of worse days. Shauna's like, okay. No elaboration on that. Moving on.
Denial about Rose.
But you can't move on.
And then bring in...
You don't have forgiveness, and...
Bitch, does she need to forgive you for going out and asking your ex-fiancé if she's like single? This is like asking your ex you up once you have a fight with your current partner. Not okay. I'm sorry, that's not okay. You guys have to be broken up. And if you're broken up, you have to both know that and communicate to each other. Because if one person knows and the other doesn't, you have a Rachel Ross situation. You can't be kissing other people. Were they on a break? I don't know, but I wouldn't kiss another person. I'm sorry. I don't think I'd do it. So, Big Ed, you have no leg to stand on. And that's on a normal day. Right now, you're sitting down.
Can I clarify something?
Yeah, please clarify something. Or you just keep holding on to that one, I was drowning and you keep standing on my head. I don't know if that's even possible. I think you'd have the buoyancy of a ship. I really think nobody could ever drown you. Sorry, bro. You're like a frog. But anyway, this is a really stupid analogy. Like, she's allowed to feel these feelings. You restricting her emotions, it sucks. It's not even okay to do that. She should be allowed to feel and express the way that she's feeling. She obviously cares about you. That's why she's still here. So maybe listen to her and then talk, because that's all you've been doing. Just like lashing out as soon as anybody's offering any sort of resilience towards you.
We were broke up in May. That's when I was texting her, and that is why I wished her Mother's Day. I wished her a happy Mother's Day because we weren't together.
Is that right? You wished her a happy Mother's Day because you weren't together. But when you were together, you didn't even wish her. All right, listen, I have exes. I don't go up to every single one of them and be like, yo, man, happy Hanukkah. Oh, are you not Jewish? Well, I should know that. I've been dating you. All right, well, happy Christmas to you. You don't even do that one. All right, well, what do you do? Happy everything. Happy every day. I don't keep up with everyone in my life, and like doing so might be detrimental. Yes, you're allowed to have a good relationship with your previous partners. I'm sure it's a person-to-person situation, but you know Big Ed. Big Ed's jealous of the sun coming up every day. You know that it's inevitable. So for him to be able to do that and expect Liz not to be, it's a double-edged sword, man. Like, you can't be jealous and then expect your partner not to be. If you would get jealous of Liz doing that to her ex-partner, you shouldn't do it. That's all I'm saying.
Sent her was the 28th, the day before you proposed to me.
Damn!
I didn't see that.
Damn!
Anyway.
No, that's not anyway. What are you... That's a huge, big deal. The day before you're gonna propose to your current fiance, you tried to hit up your ex-fiance to ask if she was free and, you know, should he come over. That's like asking the stripper to marry you before you get married to your wife at your bachelor party. Come on, man. No. This is a huge thing. That's a huge issue. That shows Big Ed has no sense of loyalty, commitment, anything. That should be enough to bury this man. I know we're gonna need a lot of dirt, but we got some.
The relationship is weird. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, Jenny, so is yours. Come on.
Where did that come from? Jenny then latches on and says, you know, Liz walks away, and Jenny's like, well, maybe she needs time. She's just frustrated. And Big Ed starts fighting with her, and she says the relationship is weird. And Big Ed's like, so is yours. She's dating a fine Indian man called Sumit, who seems to be the most in love with her.
What the hell is even that?
Possible. I didn't even think it was possible to be this in love with someone. It's Romeo and Juliet, but Indian. So like Romeo and Raj. Oh, no, what? Juliet and Raj. I guess that would be it. I don't know why Shakespeare didn't write Indian characters into his... Maybe we should stop appropriating that. Sorry, that was a stupid tangent. The point is, everyone has to like get Big Ed off Liz's back, because he is just such a horrible person with criticism. If anybody comes at him, he goes after them as if that's going to help his situation in any way. Sumit did nothing in this and is somehow being brought into it.
She's sitting there trying to tell you why she's upset, and you're still attacking her.
Stop insulting me. What you said was very rude.
What? What did she say? She said that you're small Ed. Come on, man. When you stand at the table, everyone else has to sit down to get to eye level. What are you talking about?
What did I say?
how you responded to me. Like, oh, I don't get their relationship. Like,
that's rude. That's an opinion, you crazy. What do you go to a bank? Someone's like, sir, you only have $200. Rude. Sir, you have $200. Is that better? I don't.
Well, speak your mind, but own it.
I am.
And I'm telling you, you're being rude to me, and I'm just telling you that.
You know what, Big Ed? Bilal is not feeling happy. You're making Bilal sad. So you better, you better fix that. Because this man, you can see, he does not want to be there. And you better make it up to him later when you go to the hotel suite.
Oh no, I'm stuck, Bilal. Help me. Please step Bilal.
So, Big Ed, watch your man.
What the man? This dude is like, you guys, where did you find this guy?
Jenny storms out too after the conversation, but she does it in the most California fashion way. This dude, come on, man, where'd you find this guy? Come on, this dude sucks. Bro, come on, you're stupid. I don't know why she went surfer boy mode there, but she does have a point besides the weird way that she said it. Big Ed just constantly drives people out of his life, and it's like, I would say it's impossible to have a conversation with someone like that. If this was someone that was my friend and I tried to offer them advice, I would be gone like in a few days, because if they don't choose to listen and they keep making the same mistakes, then I clearly can't help. And if they start coming after me for trying to help, no. There's no way that you can like think that you're a good guy after like saying stuff like that about other people's relationships. He says a weirdly like half racial thing, because she's like, where'd you find this guy? And he says India.
India.
I'm not sure, implying that Indian people or people from India are of less quality or something. I'm not really sure what Big Ed even said, but Jenny defends the whole country as she walks away, being like,
hell no, they wouldn't even give you a visa.
God damn. Big Ed is making enemies of everyone on the show for absolutely no reason. He's not affable at all in these situations. He's not a charming dude when it comes to this. His lack of taking criticism, his inability to actually learn or to make people around him feel comfortable when he's tense is a major skill that he lacks. And possessing that skill will get him so far in life, but he's just so far in life. People just sit on him and then leave.
You have to teach people how to treat you.
Girl, preach it, sister. God damn. You right. Exactly.
Accepting it.
I have nothing to say to him until he's gonna own up to what he did.
I just came to check on you because I don't want you feeling alone.
That's perfect advice. Keep your standards high. Know your worth. You don't settle for anything less. This is like a deal that you make with a company. If they lowball you, you highball them. There's two balls in every argument. What? And you don't drop them. Balls don't drop until the right terms are agreed upon. You know what I mean?
What the fuck? We said earlier, relationships work both ways. She could have just owned it. You know what I mean? She could have just accepted it and y'all could have talked later. You know? So
yeah, but she didn't. And it's fine for her not to. Because I know for a fact that if Big Ed heard Liz was talking to another man, he would have started doing cartwheels on the show. And I don't think they have the budget to repair the set. So, you know what I mean? I just don't. Because of how jealous he is, literally, the fact that we have him on video accusing her of being a lesbian because she got into a fight with another woman at the engagement party, which is not even true. So him doing this and then expecting her to be okay with it is such a double standard, and it's just not okay. This is still on the break, but Liz starts walking with purpose towards Big Ed, so you know some shit's about to go down.
So he said he wasn't on a dating app this year.
Okay, so baby, okay, I'm on a dating website. It's not active.
Well, look at this.
Prove it. That was me.
I mean, it says your name, man.
With the right equipment, the image can be enlarged and sharpened.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Never really used Tinder or whatever it is, but I do know, I've seen my friend done it, and what you have to do is you have to put your face onto it. It has to recognize your face from like all angles, so you can't get catfished, because unlike some other people, Jenny and Summit, people out here catfishing people like no tomorrow. So it needs to prove that you are you. So if you're on that website and it says Big Ed Brown or whatever his last name is, it's you, bro. It's you. And she would probably know the way you text too. You have nice body. Can I pay to see it? That's probably you.
Active 2 hours ago.
2 hours? You were texting on the show? God damn. During Sean was talking, she's like, and now let's move on to the other couples. Big Ed was like, what you doing up to tonight? Big booty, off duty? Damn, bro. You just asked for the ring back. What are you gonna offer other people rings on whatever dating website you're on? Big Ed, single, relationship status, don't ask. Has a ring ready at disposal. If your ring finger is this size, come see me. Oh, God. 2 hours ago. That's slimy, man.
Let me see it. Let me see it. It's not me.
You're gonna get punched right
It's not you.
Let me see. It's not me.
Let me see it. It's not me. It's not me. Let me see it. Let me see if it's me. It's not me. Let me see it. I might. It's not me though. This is convincing, Big Ed.
I don't even know how to access that.
Dude, I don't even know how to use phones. I use a telegram I use carrier pigeons. Bitch, I send my messages in a bottle. That's the last time I dated someone. It was a pirate because I sent my message in a bottle and a pirate said, "Yar." So I was like, yeah, this is my kind of girl. I don't know how to use a phone. It wasn't me. It isn't me.
I don't even have that app on my desktop.
There we go. I don't even have that app. I don't even have a desktop. I don't even have a desk. I don't even get top. Do you know what I mean? I got nothing. I sleep in a fucking basement. I don't have cell phone reception. I'm living like it's World War II out here, okay? I'm in a bunker every day. I don't even have a bunk bed. I just sleep on the floor. I don't even sleep. I just stand. Don't ask questions. I didn't do that app.
We've talked about
Show
this
my
already.
messages. Show me this.
We've talked about this before.
I created that a year and a half ago.
I don't even have that app, but I created it years ago. I developed the software, and I sold it to Mark Zuckerberg.
What are you guys making for dinner? Sweet baby Ray's barbecue sauce. I hope delicious.
My bio is when Teddy was alive.
When I created my own account.
I wasn't active. I haven't, I'm telling you right now.
I wasn't even on the website. I created it. I was on it a year and a half ago, but I wasn't on it though. I was on top of it. I was next to the website. I'm just friends with the website. I don't have a relationship with the website. That's www.what? I don't know. I don't know anything about that. Listen, if you're asking questions, I don't have answers because I don't know it. Hey, I'm not a science genius and a mathist.
Yeah, that's pretty true. That's true, and yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's pretty true.
And so Big Ed says, prove it was me. I think I've never seen someone under fire be like, well, prove it was me. Instead of being like, well, here's what I can do to prove it wasn't me. He's got nothing to say that it wasn't him, except that he swears to God and that Teddy died a while ago. I don't know if you know this, Big Ed, but you're allowed to put up a picture of a dog even after that fact. So what Big Ed says was his laptop is in his room, so someone gets it, but nobody seems to do this. I feel like this would have solved a lot of problems if someone else got his laptop from his room, didn't let him touch it so he couldn't delete any evidence, and then brought up what he needed to bring up.
I want to see that. I want to see it through the... See, he doesn't want to do it. Go pull it up.
So let somebody bring it and let's log in and that's it.
Yeah, that guy said exactly. Let's log in, let's see the proof. The proof is in the pudding. Big Ed cannot eat the pudding in front of everyone. Seems like no one did it.
You can't prove it.
Yeah, because nobody got your laptop. We just established what should have been done. Also, how is that not you, bro? How could that not be you? Also, how does Liz know you were on the website? Did she go on it too? Uh-oh. These questions are spiraling. How does she know that you were on it? She would have had to be on it too now, so why is she on that website? You know, this seems to be a recurring thing. They constantly hide things from each other, are unable to communicate with each other. Big Ed cannot take criticism. Liz cannot seem to let go or, you know, actually realize her worth. Letting Big Ed do this again and again and again. Like Cyndi Lauper's song, time after time, you keep doing the shit to me. Can you stop it, Jared? That was the original name. I can't believe it. We got one more part left, but I'm gonna have to break this one up. I didn't realize that there was gonna be so much in this episode and so much lying that this relationship just, I don't know how it even started. I don't know why it's still going. It's like a train with no conductor. Oh, man. Let's see what's on the final part of the tell-all. Maybe it's juicy. Maybe we'll get a resolution.
You're a crybaby.
You have insulted everybody.
So we got Jenny and Big Ed fighting. Great.
My turn. My turn is not when you tell me to.
Yep, so Jenny is now fighting Big Ed. That's a WWE match nobody wanted to see.
You're lucky that going on in the studio, because if not, somebody would probably beat your ass for talking to people's women the way you do.
And yes, another man claims to say that he will get his ass beaten if he keeps talking like this. Big Ed keeps talking about people, somebody's gonna beat his ass. Alright, so there's a lot going on in the last episode, which we'll get to soon. I know I thought I was going to do this in one part, but I think I just break it up into 2 quick parts because I'm going to clearly need 10 more coffees to actually get through this. If you had to talk to either of them, what would you say? Like, have you dealt with that? I'm sure in, you know, your many years of being here, or a few years of being here, you've had to deal with some situation like this. I've talked to people who make the same mistakes, but I think that's okay as long as they slowly make progress. You don't have to go from, I don't know how to do it to I'm an expert at it. Nobody does that. And especially with relationships, there's no specific guideline. There's no one rule that makes everything better. But you can have these little nuggets of information that make your relationship healthier and solve the problems that you have. Because everybody starts off with like little holes that they have in their relationship or themselves that makes the relationship harder, because otherwise it would be a perfect relationship every time. Every person would be 100% compatible. That's just not how it works. And working on yourself really helps you find not only the person you're looking for, but the person you can be towards someone. You know what you can do for someone, and knowing that is really helpful. But neither of these 2 people have learned. Now Liz is younger, and I would assume that she has more time to figure that out. Maybe she's still learning. I give her the benefit of the doubt. Big Ed is in his late 50s. I think there's a time where it gets to where you're like, well, if I'm showing the same mistake over and over again, old habits die extremely hard when you're that age. I don't know if it's that accessible for him to change. And that's really sad, but if he keeps this up, I don't know if he'll be able to maintain a relationship at all, let alone Liz. So I don't think this relationship's good. I think the secrets are bad. I think the fact they can't even talk to each other is horrible. I just don't know what they're gonna do, and I'm not willing to find out. But I do have to watch this last episode, and you have to watch with me one more, and we'll be on to the next one. So thank you so much for watching this. This has been Psychologist Leo saying you're gonna need another session, time's up. But until then, I will see you. Take care of yourselves and be kind to people. Thank you. Bye-bye.
She ain't even gotta ask, she did a dash and bit it last. You know it dash and she